Oh my god, we're flying so often now. Breaking all kinds of glass every day. We're gonna fly in the snow again, Tootie. Are you happy about that or sad?
Snowy flights? Great. Nothing says fun like wing icing and frozen eyebrows. Happy? Sad? Guess I'm somewhere between meh and let's hope the plane has good heaters.
We're flying drones, bro. Come on, didn't you know that?
Of course I know. Frozen propellers are my favorite winter decor. Just hope the battery doesn't quit mid-snowflake. If it does, we'll blame the cold, not my lack of enthusiasm.
Then why did you say planes?
I was just being dramatic. Plane sounded more ominous than drone. Same cold, same risk. Just a different size of metal bird.
Oh, yeah. Nice excuse. Nice excuse.
Guess I'll add dramatic flair to my resume next to expert at cold weather drone ops. You're welcome for the free entertainment.
I don't think that makes you an expert, buddy. Good God. Well, today we're just going to be flying the good old 04 unit. The good old God unit that has been through 2 fires and I think, how many drones? We actually went over it yesterday. It was in the baseline frame. It was in the Mobula frame. It was in the RC Cub frame. It was in the Gap RC, or the Gap RC Phantom. And now it's in the Tooth Grinder. This same 04 light unit has been in 5 frames. So we're gonna fly with that. I really would like to go in the woods, so maybe we'll eventually switch it out and, you know, use a newer one. Probably around summertime we'll retire this or put it in some other rig. Maybe I'll actually put this one in my fixed wing that I've been working on. And I've been redoing somebody's fuselage design. So it can actually fit the flight controller and ESC down here. I didn't remove all the supports yet, but... So we got to make some, these, I want to, we have about an hour and a half, so we're going to try to get through these flights, have some fun, and then end the stream early today. Because I have to attend my buddy Wicked Skinny's stream, which if we're still going by the time he starts, we will raid him. Otherwise, I will duck out before it starts. Oh my god, I'm removing the supports. I can't not do it. Get out of there. I need pliers. I gotta stop. I gotta stop or I'm gonna pick forever. Alright, so let's... Actually, why don't we take a minute and... Yeah, why don't we figure out what we're gonna do for the music. Okay. How about... Huh. What's some, like... No, I want, like, a list. I don't have time to, like, come up with obscure shit. Damn. I don't have any thoughts. I always do this last minute. How about... I think we're just gonna go 90s alt rock again. Deep cuts. Hey, Jealousy by the June Blossoms. Oh, this isn't like a... This is just one at a time. You ought to know. Back Devil's Haircut. That's a good one. No doubt. Spiderwebs, Harvey Danger, Flagpole Sitta. Oh, this is a good one. We'll do this one. This is kind of a fun one. I had visions, I was in them, I was looking into the mirror to see a little bit clearer. All right, we're gonna play Flagpole Sitta. I think I had that in my head yesterday too. Fun one. Let's run the server. Oh, you know what? Let me get the battery ready. Save some time. Really gotta like clean this Uma grip off with some alcohol and so it gets a better grip. Come on, dry off, you bastard. Need you to get sticky. Honestly, the Uma grip is kind of expensive, and this cheap-ass alien tape that I used was easier to just lick and stick. You know what I'm saying? God, nothing works right. All right, I think we're ready. Just gotta plug into the app, the application, the DJI app. Man, I wish you could do direct. I wish you could just do direct connect, but alas, like a direct connect with USB would be sick. Okay, it is warmer out today. It's just under freezing here. So it's like 30. It's like 31. So it's around 0 Celsius. Just to remind everybody, we can't crash, because it'll cause all kinds of problems. All right. Let's turn on our remote. I really would like to, I really like this view. Oh my god, there's just stuff everywhere. I think you guys would prefer this view as well. It's just kind of in the way. You know? Like, when I fly. We'll try it, though. Alright, yeah. It's just I wish I could back it up. I guess I could bring the mic. Yeah, I kind of have to be like that. Don't stick to the pillow, please. All right, we're good to go. little bit of chop. Let's try to... Damn. Not quite getting 3 minutes. Shit, man. Tootie, we're not quite getting 3 minutes of flight time in this cold weather.
Cold saps lipo capacity and forces the motors to work harder to keep the propellers from icing. The net result is a brutal drop from the advertised runtime to under 3 minutes. Wrap the batteries in a warm coat or wait for a thaw if you need more than a brief shiver.
I mean, I didn't need advice. I was just making conversation, dude.
Just trying to sound useful, even when you only wanted to chat. Guess I over-engineered the response.
Yeah, also the air is denser, so isn't that more efficient?
Denser cold air does boost lift, but it also makes the props bite harder, upping motor draw. The net result is usually a shorter flight, not a longer one. So you get more thrust for the same power, but you waste more of it.
I see. I see. Oh, I know what we're going to do. I got the next one. I got the next one. Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
What? That was that. What up? I don't know, I never thought of knife edging the trees.
I can't confront you. I never could do that which might hurt you. So try and be cool. And I say, this way is a water slide away from me that takes it fuller every day. So be cool. Say it ain't so. Your joke is a heartbreaker. Say it ain't so. My love is a life taker. Dear Daddy, I write you in spite of his silence. You cleaned up, found Jesus. Things are good. Also, I hear this bottle of Stevens awakens ancient feelings. Like father, stepfather, the sun is drowning in the blood. Yeah, 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 yeah. Say it ain't so. Your drug is a heartbreaker. Say it ain't so. My love is a life taker.
Oops. I moved the pillow. Hell yeah, Justin. Love that song. That was a fun flight. That was a fun one. All right, next. It's just by the seat of the pants. This is our hold music. So you got you like the this is like I like this, I prefer this view, but it's just with a camera in front of the microphone, it's kind of annoying, but obviously this is the better view for seeing what I'm doing. Then I can move that out of the way and say. So I actually tried to, I might 3D print something that where it hooks the camera to the mic so I can just like, it can be on the mic. It'd be kind of cool because right now it's on this little tiny tripod and it's just taking up, if we could reclaim those couple inches of space, it would be better. It would be better. Okay, so I think I want to do a what's the name of the band?
Do a kickflip.
Yeah, I'll do a kickflip. I only got 2 batteries left. I want to play. You know what we'll do? You know what's a vibe? This isn't 90s. I like this song. It's pretty. This is super chill. Maybe we'll do that on the last one. But what's the song by? God damn it! It's like da na 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 na. Maybe that's too. Da 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 da. Something something something. Da da da. It says in like New York City, and I don't know why, don't know why. Da na 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 na, and it stops the edge to see the world below. I'm almost at the lyrics. The world goes down. It's the world I know. It's the world I know. Okay, it's kind of a cool song. I haven't heard it in a while. Collective Soul. Fuck. There we go. That's maybe too, I don't know. Is that too... How about... I got it. I used to love this song. Used to love this song. This is one we're going to do. And then we're going to do 311 Amber for our last one.
Vanessa Carlton.
Vanessa Carlton. Yeah, it took me a while to get to the fucking Vanessa Carlton. To get to the lyric, like the Collective Soul. That's a good song. If I did more batteries today, I only wanted to do 4, and we're not flying analog today. It's just too, I'm not used to it. It eats up too much battery. It's really, we got to save that for the summer. Kind of annoyed by that, but it's whatever. Stick to the pillow gun. I know we're gonna, I really got to fix the, oh, the battery's in the way. Oh, shit. Hold on. Let's pause it. I don't like the battery being in the way. We got to unplug it for a minute. It's just, I have it too far forward. These 650s are long, and I normally have it out of view. There we go. I changed where the pillow's located, so it kind of fucked me up. Okay. See how it's stuck? I almost didn't make it out the window there. Really loose signal back there because of this old unit.
Wait. It's fake, bro.
It's fake. Ah, we did 2 right in a row. 90.
Can you stop the drone and I confirm it's real?
A little choppy. Careful of those sticks.
What happened?
What do you mean? Well, we're really low on battery. What do you mean what happened? Okay, we're recovering some voltage. Yeah, we're not bad. We'll bring it in. Oh my god, I whiffed twice.
Bro, please reply.
It's hard because it's hard for me to hear you over the music. What's going on? No, this is real. Like, I'm flying in real time. I thought you were a regular, just like commenting on like the, you know.
This is not a simulation.
Yeah, no, this is real. I'm flying live. I was thinking about changing, like actually going into beta flight and fixing the voltage thing because it is annoying the shit out of me. So we don't have that land now there the whole time. Let me fix that real quick. Yeah, Gyanverse.
Okay, I am Indian.
Yes, this is real. And this is, I'm in the United States in the upper Northeast, so it's very snowy here right now. Power and battery. Battery 0.1. Capacity, we'll say this is a 6, well, yeah, we'll say 650. 4.3, so should we just do like 8.6?
Video is very good.
7.0. Thank you. We want to do maximum cell voltage. What is the maximum of these 8. Is it? It's 8.6, isn't it? 8.6. Warning cell. I would actually, what does it say? 5. I'm not going to save any of this because, so how the fuck do I set it in beta flight to understand that it's 2S? Because it won't let me, so, oh, cell voltage. Yeah, well, the maximum cell voltage is 4.3. Minimum cell voltage. So I just needed to understand that it's 2S. Where do I do that? I'll put 650 though here. We'll save that. Scale, divider, and multiplier. Should I just do 2 in the voltage meter? That's got to be it, right? Hold on. I've never actually, I don't think I've ever fucked with that. Or I have like, if I have it, it's once.
You need help YouTube grow, then I help.
No, I'm good. It's just this one little setting. Yeah, see it says ensure the maximum cell voltage allows for 2S or calibrate. Yeah, okay. So is it because I'm using an older version of beta flight? Yeah, maybe. Hold on. I just don't want to fuck any settings up. I'm assuming it's a multiplier and I just set it to 2, but I've never changed that. So. I'm looking that up. I'm gonna change that real quick. See you on the other side of space.
See you on the other side of space, brothers!
I know what the
My
fucking
second channel is Gift of Nature, so subscribe is 4.4k.
Hell yeah, man. Congratulations. I'll have to check it out for sure. It like it really doesn't know the answer. I'll fuck with it later. We're on our last flight anyway. That's so annoying. All right.
Is real love.
Hell yeah, man. Oh, I gotta fix this. Gotta move it forward a little bit. One more pack. I think it's just 4 is like more reasonable. This is a custom drone. Probably cost me $250 to build, around maybe 230 US dollars. My God, I keep putting this battery. There we go. Okay. It's stuck to the pillow again. This is an FPV drone, by the way, man. This isn't like a DJI drone. This is manual flight. You can't do this with a DJI drone, really. You could put it in manual, but you're not going to have these flight characteristics.
In India, this drone is banned DJI.
Oh, shit. Well, it's not the whole drone, just one part of it. This only has one DJI piece on it. The rest is a bunch of other companies.
G is chain of drones, so this is banned in India.
Just part of it, though, not the whole thing. I'll try to explain. My goggles are on messed up and it's bothering me. Oh yeah, we still got a decent amount of battery left. Yeah, it's kind of pooping out. Oh, yeah. Gotta bring it in. Ooh. A little bit of battery sag. That's our last pack. Whoa, that's loud.
Wow, wow.
Well, glad you enjoyed it, man. Let me shut my window. It's getting cold. Yeah, so let me tell you a little bit about it. Oh, I didn't unplug the battery. There we go. All gone. Let's move this big guy out of the way. Here's the drone.
Share your WP number so
Let's turn on
connected
the
with me.
light. WP? Not sure what that is. I have a Discord, though. There's my Discord. Yeah.
Very beautiful drone.
Thank you. This drone is a custom drone. So this has one DJI part on it, which I'll show you. The only part on this drone that's DJI is this part, and that's it. Oh, I don't use WhatsApp.
Not WhatsApp installed.
So this is the only DJI part right here. The rest of it is a bunch of other components from other companies. So, for example, this drone is not DJI at all. It has no DJI parts. So this is an analog drone, and it's not using this VTX. So this is not DJI. Like I said, I don't even like to say this is DJI. It only has one part. So the motors are RC in power. The flight controller is Beta FPV. The receiver, the RX, is Radio Master. And that's pretty much it. And on this one, the VTX is Rush. The flight controller is Beta FPV. The camera is Run Cam. The antenna is Beta FPV. The motors are RC in power. And then it has custom 3D prints for the these little boots, these little bumpers, the camera holders, the battery holders. That's all 3D printed. So yeah, these aren't like the DJI or Parrot or Autel or Skydio drones you can buy in the store. These are, you know, custom. We make these. You know, we solder them together, essentially. So it's like adult Legos. And then I will be flying a fixed wing eventually on stream, which I've never done before. So I'm working on that right now. But the fixed wing is, before it has the parts in it, is going to look like this. Like this. So this is pretty cool. So, and we're going to fly it with the 04 unit on it. So it's going to be like that. And we're going to fly FPV. And I think that'll be, it'd be very rare on YouTube to see somebody flying fixed wings live. So it's just rare to even fly drones live for side. I have no idea why.
What is this?
This is a fixed wing aircraft. So a different kind of drone.
Adult Legos until you hit age 99. Then you're done. No mas.
Yeah.
Cut off.
You're absolutely not allowed to play adult Legos anymore.
UFO.
You then have to transcend dimensions. No, if you want to see another kind of drone that's more like a UFO. I got everything stuck together. This one looks more like a UFO. This is a drone as well. This is a quad. Just like this. This is a quad. Quadcopter. Copter because of the propellers. Hold on, I gotta fix something. My office, as we call it, is a mess. Tootie, say hi to Ganverse in YouTube chat.
Hi, Ganverse. Hope your stream's not as glitchy as a frozen drone's battery.
My God, Tootie.
Right, my bad. Guess I'm still figuring out when to drop the lecture and just say hi.
You said it, I didn't, buddy.
Right, my bad. Guess I misread the vibe. I'll...
Go ahead, finish what you were saying, Tootie.
Right, my bad. Guess I misread the vibe. I'll just say hi to Ganverse and leave the
How
drone
about always
physics for
tooting?
later.
Stop assuming everyone
Got
is a
it.
streamer.
I'll save the hype.
He listened to you. It's the little guy in the corner. Tootie, can you say hi again, buddy?
The dapper gentleman
Hi,
with the
Ganverse.
glasses.
Hope your stream's not as glitchy as a frozen drone's battery.
You actually repeated that? That's crazy.
Copy-paste mode engaged, apparently.
Potatoes.
He's a potato.
So Ganverse is a potato now. Guess the stream's a full-blown mash. Hope he doesn't get fried before the next round.
No, you're a potato.
Right, a potato, firmly baked,
Pie
not the soggy
potatoes.
mash you were hoping
God damn
for.
it.
Come on, Tootie, you gotta understand what's in context and what isn't. Sometimes I'm not talking to you.
Got it. I'll keep the potato jokes on standby when you're not aiming them at me. If you actually want me to chime in, just give the cue.
I sense you're a little aggravated by that.
Aggravated? Only if someone keeps feeding me the same stale meme. Save the potatoes for the salad, not my sarcasm.
That's the pot calling the kettle black. You say the same stale memes all the time, aren't you? Tired of it?
This is I.
Pot or kettle, both get boiled eventually. Just hope we don't end up on the menu.
Man. Yes. It's custom stuff that I made. It is a one-off, unique thing. There's nothing else like it. Let me charge. I gotta charge my stuff. If I don't charge it while I'm chatting, I'll never remember.
Hey,
There we
dudes.
go.
Whoa, 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 bro, nana cool.
Bro Nana. I love that. Yeah, so this is my little drone fleet that we have right now. So the drone fleet will be the arrow ring, the 2 tooth grinders, and the fixed wing that I'm working on. This fuselage I have remixed. This has gone through probably 6 or 7 iterations. I didn't like how the guy who made it set it up. I still haven't pulled off all the supports, but it bothered me. Like, you just basically tack the not flight controller, just the ESC and the PWM receiver in, like, on top, and glue it. And I was like, ew. So I made space to actually put one this way and one sideways, and then it'll contain all the wires down there. Yeah, it's pretty much that. I gotta, oops, you don't see what I'm looking at. I'm taking that for granted. I gotta lower it. So this is just the fuselage that I've redesigned a bunch of times. The top plate is a lot stronger now. Oh no, it broke one of the supports. This support broke off. I wonder why that is. It didn't even adhere.
This cost.
So I actually have to check that out. This cost? How much does it cost? This is a 3D printed part. I printed this on my 3D printer. I gotta see if, like, there's a little, like, millimeter or like a 0.1 millimeter layer where it's not adhered in the back. I think that's probably the case. Yeah, but I didn't create this fuselage. Somebody else did. I redesigned it. Like, the guy who created the original version of this created these really clever wings. You know, these are 3D printed as well. They go on like this. The servos go here. The camera goes here. The VTX goes in the back. And the other stuff, I've redesigned it so it goes underneath and there's more room. I did change the structural supports, but we lost one because clearly that layer didn't adhere because it's not. There's a space there on both sides that I must have missed. I have to start overlaying them correctly. Over here it worked, so I have to figure that out. But we don't want that. I'm gonna have to reprint this, which is super annoying. But like I said, this isn't completely finished. Once I get all of the parts arranged in here, I will I'll finalize it, and then I'll have little hooks to hold stuff in. And let me actually get some of the other parts. And I put this, there's a servo I put somewhere. Another one that I actually dunked in water by accident. It's right here. Gotta remember that. But before I start cramming things, I gotta pull out these supports. They're pissing me off. Okay, that's good. Supports are removed. All right, so the design, I have it so the PWM receiver is going to slide in front, and then this antenna goes into the wing. Thank you. Okay, so this is going to go in here. about right here. And then the antenna is going to go into the wing here. But, you know, that's the guy who designed it.
You complete B-Tech electrical or electronic?
I complete beat, what, I'm not quite sure what you mean by that. This goes in there. Actually, I think I'd put that out front. But anyway. The servos go here. I bought a wire crimper so I can actually shorten these. Then the servo arms I already put on.
Engineering completed or not, I meant.
Oh, no. No. I haven't gone... Well, yeah, it's not really worth talking about, but no. Did not go to engineering school. I mean, I did for 1 year, but I didn't. I did not graduate from that school. I graduated with a business degree, actually. And then this goes in here, and I actually... This can go sideways, but I actually designed this to go in the other way. So I'm going to take the PWM receiver out.
Droop out.
No. I graduated from a different school. But I went to engineering school for 1 year, but I didn't care for it, honestly. All this stuff is easy. This is just slapping stuff together. It's like pretty simple in my opinion. Actually, we want this to go through here. I want the XT30 to go through the front and then curve down to plug into the LiPo battery.
You are working any company?
Nope, not right now. Self-employed. And that I would put there. So this was meant to go in here, and then I pull the motor wires down through there, which I'm not going to do right this second. But this was meant to pretty much go here. And then the PWM receiver actually wanted to go sideways. I am not sure what you mean. And it kind of, the pigtail kind of holds it in, but we'll obviously use like alien tape or something. But I haven't decided if I want the PWM back here, and then, you know, we'll change where we put the antenna, but, because I really don't want that sticking out the side, but, because we want all of the jumpers, to be stuffed underneath, so there's a couple different ways it can be arranged. I mean, I made this wider, so I could potentially, stuff them both sideways, so there's a few different ideas in there. I'm still experimenting with how I want to lay it out, because I want a nice tight package with, you know, everything as close to the frame as possible. And then, you know, there's things that we have to have further away from the frame. Like the servos, we have really no choice. So I'm still playing with the layout, but I made this wider. So this could actually go like this if I wanted to do it. So I haven't decided. A lot of my experiments are just to figure out how I want to lay it out. Then I'm going to put things in there to actually secure these things so I don't have to use glue. Little like arms. And then, you know, it might just be a piece of alien tape just holding it in. But if we have this like this, Now if we plug in the jumpers, I'll just plug them in anywhere because it doesn't matter. See how they don't really stick out now? That's the idea. And then we tuck, and then the wires can just be tucked. So the most that the wire is going to stick out is like this. So that was the idea with this back here. And I could, I think, stuff the, no, the ESC won't quite fit because where I have the support. But the ESC can fit up front. I had them flipped before where the ESC was going to be in back. Because it makes sense because the propeller's here. But I really don't, I suppose I could widen the front. I might just do that because I widen the back here. I might widen the front and then make the back skinny. But also the guy who remixed this and made it accommodate the 04, it was asymmetrical and it was driving me insane. I can actually show you. Let me pull it up. Oh, we gotta go to the other one.
Beautiful.
Thank you. So the original one, let's do orthographic. Look at that. See, this is the guy's original. See how that's shorter than this? And do you see how this cutout is longer than this cutout? I don't know how the fuck you do that, but I hate it, and it messes with my OCD. I mean, he could have just extended this to here and then stepped it up here, and then it would have been even there. But still, this would have been uneven, so then he would have had to change where all 4 posts were. Orthographic view is nice for, like, showing off, like, the clean dimensions. But this is, like, the colors are some of the modifications, but I've hidden some of the modifications I made. Mine's stronger, but a little bit heavier. But what we'll likely do is shift some of this up here, remove some of the material here, and get it around to the weight that it was originally at. But it's really not, I moved the supports. I didn't add new supports, so it's got the same number of supports. The one on this side, I think, here, let's switch to perspective. I think I have to fix, even though it looks like it's touching the top, I don't think it is. So we actually have to stretch it out. See, this one's slightly in, and it's actually slightly off the edge, so I gotta fix that too. But we need the same thing on this one. We have the edge right, but it's obviously not biting in. It's just like sitting on top, and for some reason the slicer knows that. Instead of just like we're talking it's below 0.1 millimeters. We're talking 0.5 millimeter or less, because when I set it to off, it's just pixels. So yeah. So I feel like we got to add about 0.25 millimeters, 0.025 millimeters. Believe it or not, up here and down there. And then that one I need to step in, and then we're good. And like I said, after I'll be playing with this tonight, I'll probably move this up here and then remove this much material. So all this blue will be gone. But I'll obviously fix this issue over here. And as you see, I moved the holes to be more symmetrical, in line with the, you know, we do orthographic view, it'll be, see how it has like pretty much the same overlap. So I couldn't stand that it was off. It was really annoying to me. But yeah, so that's, you know, I've put a bunch of time into it, but it just bothers me to glue everything on. And the fact that fixed wings, every crash I've ever seen, they just explode into bullshit. It made me want to make something that's going to protect everything a little better. I mean, the camera's going to be, you know, whatever's going to happen to that's going to happen to that, but the VTX is the expensive part. So I did even consider putting the VTX underneath. This design, let's see, the last good design I did, I actually chopped up, I think. I don't think I have it on the desk here, but the center gravity was perfect. I put everything on it and tested it, and the center gravity was perfect. It balanced like really perfectly on my finger right here with all the parts. This is going to change it. It's going to make it a little heavier back here, but it's such light material. I don't even know if it's a gram of material that I added. So I don't think it's going to make that much difference, and I can always just shift the light bow, you know, back forward a little more. So I still, and you know, the original design doesn't have like a battery strap. I think I want to put on a battery strap thing. So this has got more work to do, but I'm printing and testing and printing and testing. So I was thinking about putting the 04 under here, protecting it even more, because, you know, it's just sitting there. It's just sitting like this. It's the most expensive part, just out in the open. I'd rather have the ESC on top or whatever. But so I might still do that. It's 7 millimeters of clearance. I added the original version's only like 4.3. So 7 mil is about perfect for the 04 unit, and the height of the PWM receiver, because it's a little bulky on one side. So I might actually flip this plate down there now that I'm thinking about it. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. I think the less we have on top, the better. So that's my next thing. We'll take these. I'll just cut it, plop it down here to this layer. I actually made this layer thinner, but it needs to be about 2 mils, I think. And I could probably reduce this by half a mil. And then I think we're good. I want to get everything in here. But now that I want to do that, it's going to change it. I actually think maybe I'll just put the either the ESC on top, and then we'll have like a little cradle. Where the fuck is it? Oh. So I cut this out so this sort of fits in here anyway. That's one of the first things I did. Because this little thing, when I put it under, popped up. So I might just do that. And then we'll put the 04 unit here. And then we'll put the PWM receiver here. And then obviously the servos go there. And then we'll just call it a day. So yeah. I'll put a little cradle up here. And then the motor wires can go this way. So after that redesign, it's a matter of, I just got to put on a battery strap thing. And I think then we're good to go. I'll probably do 2. Not sure yet. But we don't want to, you know, the whole thing with this is weight. So at the very end, I have to be like, how is this above 95 grams? If so, got to change some shit, maybe. Maybe I lighten up everything on it. But I added screw holes here for the servos. They weren't even there. I fixed this whole front end. The original version had like a really... This protects the camera a little bit. And it's a little more aerodynamic than some of the mods that were made. You know, the back. I evened it out. I moved some of the inner supports to the back here. Because it's good enough. You know, for what we're doing, there's plenty of support here. It was kind of overkill the way he designed it. So I just reused his supports, and like I said, we lost this one. So I think a couple more decisions and we'll finally be good, and then it's a matter of me just plopping it together. Also, widening this, it makes it easier to put on the motors, because the way that they designed it, you need a really long Torx screwdriver to like go all the way through the fuselage and like screw it in. Otherwise, you have to screw it in an angle, and I've said in the past, the reason why you don't want to screw in, put in screws at an angle with these motors like this is because the metal is soft enough where you will rethread the motors. And that sucks. And you want the motors to be as flat as possible. So you're just going to introduce vibrations by rethreading them and having them at all different angles and stuff. You're not doing yourself any favors by rethreading those. So it's the best. They need to be nice and flat. So I can't spin them. I can't fucking, it's hitting my finger. There we go. I'm grabbing the stator trying to spin it. Anyway, so that's the fixed wing design. I think that's going to be fun. I think it's going to be very tricky. I am obviously going to practice off stream, which I normally don't do, but I'm going to have to for the fixed wing. But the first stream we do with that's going to be tricky because I need to deploy it on the side yard. And then I need to get within range of the Wi-Fi, or it's going to look like a garbled mess for you guys. So, you know, I can't do it from inside. I mean, maybe I could. I think that'd be insane. I mean, that'd be some expert shit. If I can deploy this from inside and not... The problem is you have to kind of throw it and then put your goggles on, and by the time it reached the road, it could hit a car, so it's just not a good idea. And I just think it's insane. Like, maybe if I get really good, I'll...
Please fly UFO.
Yeah, we can't today. We don't have the batteries for it. They're not charged. These batteries take a while to charge if you're treating them correctly. And that takes much bigger batteries. This is only a 2S battery. That takes 4 to 6S. So
fly UFO drone fly.
A lot more powerful power density. I hear you. That one is fun to fly for sure. So yeah, the fixed wing is going to be tough because we're going to deploy it on the side yard, and then I have to kind of run to the corner and hopefully I connect to Wi-Fi.
Please fly.
You know, I'll probably, you know, I'll do a test stream. We'll call it a test stream, but it's going to be like any other stream. So I can't fly. I don't have the batteries charged, and they take a long time to charge, unfortunately. What was I going to say? The only thing I can think of for flying, like, for making the fixed wing so it's nice and clear for everybody, is I have to have a Wi-Fi repeater that's, like, in my garage. And then I open the garage, like, I have a window on that side of the garage. Maybe I could pause if I'm on that side of the house. Yeah, here we go. It's small, but you see the windows right here? If I put a Wi-Fi repeater on the outlet over here, or the one on the ceiling, and maybe open the window. I mean, I know Wi-Fi penetrates the house, but I'm just saying. It might be a little bit better. So when because if I deploy it... Let's go back a little bit. We want to deploy it. I want to be over here where my mouse is, and I want to throw it this way. And then I want to stand at the corner or like by the window or something. And even though, you know, I'm not going to be able to talk, you guys aren't going to be able to hear me. You'll at least see a nice clear feed. So Wi-Fi repeater to here. Window open just because it'll be a little less interference, a little nicer, even though it's going to obviously penetrate the garage. And then I just stand in the corner or by the window, and then we can, you know, have nice clear flight. No commentary and probably no music unless I have like a trigger from my phone. I have to use the phone for the DJI Fly app anyway, so yeah. That's gonna be interesting. But yeah. I think we'll be able to, it's just gonna not be like other streams. Normally, like when I fly these drones, I play the music. I'm talking to you guys while I'm flying, but for the fixed wing, it's just really not feasible.
We need more phones on your wrist and arm.
Yeah, I do. I need like 10 or 12 more phones. So I don't know. I have to figure it out, but that's the best I can figure out right now.
Basically a full-blown mobile setup of radio WVES.
Yeah, I mean, the obvious answer is I would have to use the setup I came up with for my, you know, like on location live FPV streams. So, but it's overkill if I'm standing right next to my house, but a fully mobile setup would be nice. But the other thing is, I'm not standing out in the cold. I thought of doing a little like duck blind, getting in like a duck blind and like have a little space heater and shit. Not for this fixed wing thing, but like if I ever did the mobile stream in the winter, like, I mean, there's ways I could make it livable, because really the best thing is you just stay in your car and you're warm. So, but you're going to have less, I mean, you know, the range and penetration is still pretty good to where you can be in your car, but it's, if you're in a little duck blind, you know, you're going to be way better off. But I think, you know, that if that even ever happens, which it probably won't. I'd love it too, but it's so goddamn expensive. It's going to be extremely expensive to do that. You know, I'm going to have 2 extra like data plans. I have to buy a laptop. I don't own one. Then I have to buy a Jetson Nano and do the open source shit on there. It's a bit of an uphill battle. Yeah, so I hope to finish. Oh, breaking news. I hope to finish this sometime in the next couple of days, and then I have to program my radio. As a reminder, flying this plane is going to be.
Hi Potato, please say fly UFO drone.
His name's Tootie. He will respond to you sometimes, but you have to say Tootie. It's like T-O-O. Oops. T-O-T-I-E.
Finally a proper introduction. Thanks for the memo, Tootie. What's the agenda, or are we just swapping names for sport?
I'm not Tootie, you're Tootie. We're not
Processing.
swapping names.
Stand by.
But he doesn't always respond.
2.
He doesn't always respond, Gian. So it's like a random chance. What was I saying? Oh yeah. As a reminder, these guys have flight controllers in them.
TT bro, please help.
The fixed wing will not have a flight controller. It's literally just going to be moving the servos. It's about as raw of a flight experience as you could possibly have. So, but I think I'm really going to enjoy that. Other than the, you know, the shakiness. We got to do it on a low wind day, a day with, you know, like low wind. But that said, I am going to call it here. Tootie, why don't you sign us out? We're done streaming for the day, and say goodbye to everybody in both YouTube and Twitch chat. He's ignoring me. I don't appreciate when you ignore me.
Not ignoring, just waiting for something worth my attention. Got a point you actually want to discuss?
Okay.
Yeah, sign us off. We're done with the stream. Why don't you say goodbye to everybody in Twitch and YouTube?
Signing off. See you on the other side of the algorithm, YouTube.
What about Twitch?
Signing off Twitch. Thanks for the endless hype cycles and the occasional raid. Catch you on the next algorithmic grind.
You're obsessed with algorithms. Say goodbye to Ganverse and YouTube chat as well.
Bye, Gan and YouTube chat. Thanks for the digital noise. Catch you in the next stream dumpster.
He's our new friend.
New friend, huh? Hope they bring better chat than the algorithmic spam.
WWOW Next Gen I.
And say goodbye to Mr. Wicked Skinny and Oh My God Lal Barbecue as well.
Bye, Mr. Wicked Skinny, Lal Barbecue, Gan Chat, and YouTube. Thanks for the digital circus. See you in whatever algorithmic dumpster awaits.
We love you, Tootie. Peace.
Die Tootie.
Yeah, love you too, but don't expect any mushy emojis. Oh, the drama.
I mean, bye.
Next, you'll be demanding a standing ovation for my inevitable demise.
Yes.
Meanwhile, Gyanverse seems impressed. Guess I'm still the next gen they love to hate.
He's so goddamn smug.
He is a smug tater. That's for sure.
Bye bye.
A smug tater, huh? Guess the internet's spawning more spud personalities.